Hey guys, it's definitely getting a little bit colder here in Sydney, so I wanted to share with you a hearty recipe, a winter warmer. We're going to be doing cumin lamb with roasted eggplant, sweet potatoes and ricotta. It's going to be so delicious. Here's the great thing, the ingredients are so easy to find at your grocery store, they're so affordable and it's so easy to cook. I really hope you enjoy this one. For the first step, let's peel the sweet potato and then cut it into large pieces.
Don't forget to preheat your oven to 240 degrees Celsius.
Transfer the chunks of sweet potato to a lined baking tray. Add in some garlic cloves. You don't need to peel them because we'll roast them and they'll come out of their skins really easily later. Season really well with some salt, drizzle some olive oil over the top, mix it up well and whack it in the oven for about 35 to 40 minutes. Eggplants are actually mostly water, so what happens when we put it into the oven is that it actually steams itself on the inside. Place it on a piece of foil directly on a rack in the oven. The foil's there just to catch all the moisture that'll run out of the eggplant and it'll be nice and steamed and tender on the inside. So you can see that the sweet potato has now roasted. It's all beautifully tender, cooked all the way through, caramelized, and look at those garlic cloves, they're gonna be delicious. I've also taken out the eggplant from the oven and you can see, oh, look at all that steam. Got to be really careful with that. It's beautiful and tender and that skin is a little bit papery and it just peels away so easily. You can see how much steam comes out of that. And you can see how nice and tender it is on the inside. Today we're using lamb rump. It comes from the back legs of the lamb and it has a beautiful cap of fat on it. It can be super tender if you cook it properly. It's such an affordable and tasty cut. I'm spicing the lamb with untoasted, coarsely ground cumin seeds. You could absolutely use cumin powder, but I like the texture of the seeds. And remember, the spices will toast quickly when we pan fry the lamb. So season both sides generously with salt, pepper, and the cumin. These steaks are about 2.5 centimeters thick. So on a medium-high heat, we're going to cook them on one side for 2 minutes and then flip them over, cook for a further 2 minutes and rest for another 2 minutes. While the lamb rests, we're going to create even more flavor. I've poured off most of the fat from the lamb pan, but in that same pan, I'm going to saute some finely chopped onion or shallot, and then I'm going to add the sweet potato and that gorgeous eggplant. Add a splash of balsamic vinegar, and that gives us some sweetness and some acidity. Season well and allow it all to reduce into a beautiful, sticky consistency. It's time to plate up, and that lamb is looking beautiful. Look at that, just pink through the middle. So here I've got some fresh ricotta, which I've loosened up with a little bit of cream. I've seasoned it well with some salt and I've added some finely chopped mint, some lemon zest and a little bit of lemon juice. It forms a really beautiful base for our dish. I'm dressing the dish with some Sichuan chili oil because I love the flavor and you know I'm addicted to that spice. But you could absolutely use any finishing oil you like. Just drizzle it on and make it look a little fancy. Garnish with some basil and you'll surprise your diners with this beautiful fresh finish. Awesome, pretty as a picture guys. Cumin lamb with roasted sweet potatoes, eggplant and ricotta. That rich, like fatty lamb. Oh, it's delicious with that really warm cumin spice. But everything is like cut through with that beautiful sweet potato and the sweetness of that steamed eggplant. I love it. And that ricotta, it's gonna surprise you. I swear, like the texture is really interesting. It really works well with the dish. It's not completely smooth and creamy, which is what I like. And it works so well with the lamb flavor. Oh, and little pops of basil. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Mm-mm.